Hi guys, it's excuse me, it's Andres, Sonic Mainliner, and this is Vinyl Finds 100. I'm pretty sure about that because I did check, and I was sort of, it's one of those numbers that stick to your mind. Whereas up until now, I was like, I don't know, it's 83 or 85, or I'm not entirely sure. But 100, I'm pretty sure about that. So it's been 4 years almost that I've been making videos. I'm pretty sure it's 4 years now. So I've made 100 Vinyl Find videos, quite a few of now spinning, responses, things like that. It's like, several anyway. During this time, I've managed to get 600 people to click subscribe, which I'm honored, and thank you very much for that. It means a lot, and at the same time it doesn't mean much because at the end of the day it's the people that you interact with that has value, but thank you nonetheless, which means that you sort of dig what I do, and if nobody was watching, maybe I wouldn't be doing it. It's sort of fair to say, I guess. Anyway, in those 4 years I've been doing, videos. I've learned a few things, and I discovered a few things. And one of the things that I learned is that I sort of live in musical wilderness, if you like. I started, doing videos because I was inspired by other people, like notably Dan from Canada. I don't know if this is a little bit too loud. Yeah, notably Dan from Canada. He's no longer, part of the vinyl community. He stopped making videos like a couple of years ago, more than that actually. But he was one of the first people that sort of did that. And when I first saw him, I was like, do people actually watch that? And I watched it, other people watched it, and more people, I discovered more people. And I thought that, hey, I can do that, I have some pretty cool music to show, which is what everybody thinks about what they listen to. And I sort of started doing it. And I kept at it. A lot of people have dropped off, showed up, and then just disappeared. I just kept at it, and that's it. And that's the only thing that I can say for myself for those 4 years. In that time, I hope that I've shown some interest in music, inspired some people to discover something new. I was inspired myself, and yeah, it was a good 4 years. Thank you guys for being my virtual record buying buddies, because that's what the vinyl community means for me. And just stick around. I will show you some records. So yeah, what's playing in the background is not new. I just picked it for background music. We'll get like a copyright thingy, pretty sure. This Blo, B-L-O. This is chapter 1, and we're listening to the second side with Mother Earth, which is a song that I discovered by listening to a podcast with Giles Peterson, and he was playing this, and I was just blown away. And yeah, this is just amazing. Yep. So I think they are from where are they from? I can't remember where they're from. Anyway, this is classic, like it's not Zambia, is it? Cannot remember. They're African anyway. And they have like 3 albums, and all 3 of them are amazing. Just and they don't do this Afrobeat thing. They're more like they do a little bit more psychedelic music, like this song for example. So check them out if you're not aware of them. Some new albums, some reissues, some I do show a lot of reissues. It's like the reissue channel, and some new releases as well. Things that you may be interested in. So I will start off with something that I bought used, but it was like almost like brand new. and this is the Edgar Broughton band, Wassa Wassa. Yeah, I think this is from 1969. This is a reissue, but this reissue is from 1986, so it's still in the shrink, which is really nice. And I got it for a really nice price. Whereas if you find this new on, new reissue on record stores, it's just really expensive. So yeah, Wassa Wassa, the Broughton band, heavy rock. This has a lot of similarities with, I would say, come on. Anyway, I did, yeah, it just came out, and just, yeah, really good heavy rock. Yeah, it's just, yeah, check it out. I went to a gig a couple of weeks ago. One of the bands that I wanted to see live for a long time, and that gig was the Heads. Heads are from, I think they're from, I want to say Leeds. I'm pretty sure it's Leeds. I think they're a Leeds band. Psychedelic, stoner. They've made some amazing albums. I have this one as well, which is a reissue, which unfortunately I didn't manage to get when it came out, but you can still get the reissue, and this is amazing. Yes, but this is not the one that I got. So I went to the show, and they had this. This is the album that they would release on Record Store Day, and it's called Nobody Knows. And these are sort of unreleased mixes and rehearsal tapes from Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere, which is their second album, which has this amazing cover with the blue cover. Yeah, it's fantastic. Anyway, they had this on the show, so I picked it up. The show was really nice. I think that they did what they were supposed to do, like musically speaking. They delivered. They said that they were a bit rusty, and I think that it sort of showed. And it's like, and they were playing. They cranked it up to 11. Basically, it was just all out. It's the kind of thing that you wanted to hear when you listen to the album. It's like their music is like needs to be listened to top volume, and that's what you got on the live show. So really good. I wasn't blown away in the sense that because they haven't been playing a lot together, they didn't release, they didn't improvise a lot. So there wasn't a lot of improvisational stuff. There was a bit at the end, but their music sort of works really well with just jamming basically. This is like, as I said, music from that album, very raw early versions of it. The quality is like, it's alright, but it doesn't really matter because the music is fantastic. So and if you like the Heads, you should check it out. Another similar kind of band, Gnod, I've shown, and they also are recording on the same label, which is Rocket Recordings, same as the Heads. This is Gnod Infinity Machines, and this is their triple album that came out like a couple of weeks ago. Gnod are British. I think that they're from Leeds as well, maybe. Anyway, I've shown other releases from these guys before, and they're very interesting psychedelic band. This is like a hell of a trip of an album. It spans 6 sides, and it has improvisational stuff, drone stuff, almost some free jazz bits, and it's just killer. Really good. Sad thing is that Yeah, I would like for it to have the CDs as well because, you know, listening to it uninterrupted makes more sense. It's two CDs, by the way. It's not just one CD. It's like two CDs, three LPs. So there's a lot of music here. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, check them out. Check out their other stuff as well. One of their best releases, and probably one of the releases that is more accessible from Gnod, is the one with White Hills. So check that one out. I've shown that ages ago. Ages ago. Last of the new releases. Now, this one was something that Roger Coleman posted on Facebook, and he said, "Oh yeah, I was in this record store, and they were playing this in the background, and this was amazing. You know, check it out." And I did check it out, and it was amazing, and I picked it up when I found it because I couldn't find it online. I found it in a record store, so it's this one. Riley Walker, Primrose Green, and yeah, well, it sounds exactly like the cover looks. It's a 60s throwback kind of sound. It reminds me a lot of a bit of Nick Drake. It reminds me of, there are some songs that remind me of, oh, what's that guy's name? I need to check it. Hang on. I have it. Yes. There you go. That was easy. John Martin. Yeah, John Martin. It reminds me a little bit of John Martin. Yeah, it's just, and probably other things as well because I'm not that well versed from 70s rock scene, I guess. But the sound is lush and just lyrical and beautiful, and it's one of the best releases from 2015 yet, and I highly, highly, highly recommend you check this out because you will not regret it. It's an awesome album. Yeah, Riley Walker, Primrose Green, Out on Dead Oceans. If there is one thing that I would say is that I think that the pressing is a bit problematic. Go for a European pressing if you can find it. This is the US pressing. When the music is playing, it's fantastic. It's fine. It's really nice and dynamic, and the sound is brilliant. But there's surface noise. There's a bit of crackling, which you cannot hear it when the music is actually playing. But where there are gaps between songs, or there is like a very, it's not. The song starts and there's not a lot of instruments coming in and whatnot, then you can hear that sort of surface noise, which is really annoying. I went to the shop, listened to another copy, the one that they had open, and I could still hear it. So I think that it is the pressing. And the other telling thing is that it's on both sides. So usually when there's a mispress, it's on one side. So one side is like crackly and whatnot, and the other one is fine, but this was on both sides, so it is not that bad. It's not as bad as I'm saying it is, but it is annoying, and it's like, get the European version anyway. Couple of albums that I saw going to Rough Trade East, where it's close by and close to me, and I saw them and I was like, oh, I need to check both of these. So first up, jazz, this one. So the Light Years of Darkness from Emanative, this is the band, and this is a label that I have no idea, I've never heard of, Brownswood Recordings, sorry. And this Emanative are a band. I initially, because they had a hype sticker, and I was really confused because I thought that it was a compilation, but actually it's not a compilation. It is their music, but they have a lot of people that are collaborating on this project. So they have people from the Pyramids, they have Fortet, and a slew of other people as well. It's like I don't know them though, but yeah. So this is an album that was made to support the Steve Reed Foundation, the drummer, and it's bloody brilliant. You need to listen to this. This is just bloody amazing. Highly recommended. I mean, you know, there's a lot of, you know, jazz heads on the violin community, and this one is one that they should be checking out. I mean, you know, this is amazing. The other one that they had on the shelves, and you know, I didn't know about this either, but I knew enough to understand that this was something that I need to check out. The Tanner Suite by Lloyd McNeil, flutist, artist, and painter, and worked with apparently with people like oh, what was it? Eric Dolphy, Mulato Astarte, and people like that. And this is the Tanner Suite, and this is music for bass and flute, and it's just mesmerizing. And I knew that I need to check this out, A, because the cover is fucking awesome, B, because it's on Universal Sound, and you know, when they reissue something, there's a good reason for it being reissued on this label, and the presentation is just brilliant. Heavy vinyl, tip-on jackets, just, yeah, bloody amazing. Fantastic. Do check this one out. Hang on. Side B finished, so exciting vinyl finds 100 video. And finally, two albums that I knew about, but are way too expensive to find as originals. Well, one of them you can find it, prices range significantly. Good prices are found in the US. Over this side of the pond, not so much. But yeah. So, first up, an Italian album. Italian library, classic, monster, holy grail, you name it, you know, you put a title and it sort of applies to it. Mindbender by Stringtronics. This came out in 1972, and originals go for crazy money, and I don't think that there was a back cover to it, so it was just this. So they put in, like, you know, stuff from what they released. This is a reissue from a German label called Fifth Dimension. There is a reissue of this from a label called Vadim, but it's expensive. Even the reissue that came out in like 2010, 12, a few years ago anyway, it's mega expensive. You get it for like, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds, which is crazy. So I got this one, and yeah, it is library. It's like, you know, with strings and things like that, but it's funky. It's like sort of, it's really good. Yeah, it's worth all these titles that I said before. Interestingly as well, they've reissued some other very rare and interesting albums. So because this one didn't have a back cover originally, I guess, they put them here. And here's one that I would be interested in, Plantasia, which is electronic, and it's like music for your plants. It's just bizarre. Yep, this one, basically all of them. Look at this, Lamonte Young. This one from Eddie Warner, Progressive Percussions, which just all these five, essentially, I think that you should get. And I did get this one. Wilburn Burchett. This is the fifth, opens the seven gates of transcendental consciousness. Now, this is this guy, he plays guitar, and it's like John Fahey on acid, and it's just, yeah, transcendental is the word. Yeah, it's exactly that. It's one of those albums that Chris Cole would show and say that, yeah, I found it for $20 or something, or I sold it, and you know, and I bought it again, and this kind of thing. This is his first album. He made like 4 or 5, I don't know. The one that is considered the Holy Grail is the second one, which is Music of the Godhead, and having seen this reissued, I am pretty sure that Music of the Godhead will be reissued as well. Funnily enough, I had a conversation with somebody on Facebook, and I was saying that, bloody hell, why don't they reissue these, because he was showing an original, and he said that this guy, William Burchett, this dude, sort of became like a born-again Christian or something, and he just doesn't care about his music from before. Maybe not born-again Christian, but some born-again spiritual or something, and he just put everything, all his music aside. This looks like unauthorized release, so it seems, I don't know, but based on what that guy said, no one has the tapes or anything, so I don't know how they got, you know, the music. Maybe they got it from a record, I have no idea. Anyway, I would love to see Music of the Godhead. I'm happy that I have this, and it's been 20 minutes, and I don't want to make a 30-minute video again, so there you have it. Anyway, that was my vinyl update. There have been some changes, because change is the only constant thing in my life, in everyone's life, and have been some changes, which means that I won't be buying a lot of albums. I will be buying some things here and there that I definitely want. I won't say if that changes for the better or for worse, but it is a change nonetheless, which will prevent me from doing, you know, my thing and spending money on something that I really like spending money on. But yeah, there will be a change in that. I won't disappear or anything. I will stick around, but you probably won't see me as much as you have, which has been patchy in the last few months. Anyway, I will be posting, like, you know, videos whenever I can, and I will update you on what's going to happen in the near future as well. But yeah. Anyway, that was my update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. You know, leave a comment if you think that there is something that, you know, bugs you, want to shout abuse, share an opinion, or I don't know, do whatever you want to do and just interact with me. And, you know, you can subscribe if you think that, you know, this is kind of interesting and you want to see more of it, which probably there will be a little bit more, or will continue, because I've said many times that, you know, things have changed and, oh, I cannot do this anymore, but yeah, here I am, still doing it. Unsubscribe if you think it's complete bullshit, and stay subscribed for more, and I will be seeing you around. Cheers.